Hello, Mark Sturdy here with another summary of our work this week, looking at major world markets. And if we look at the summary sheet itself, you'll see that only in two situations, the dollar yen, where we've been bearish with the yen for a long time, bullish with the dollar, and the gold, we're bearish of gold in all time frames. We think those are our standout situations. Also, we're long a FTSE, interestingly enough. We think short, medium, middle and long term, that's looking good. There are other important places we've got to look at, like the bonds, which are uniformly bullish long and medium term, uncertainty short term, but that may resolve itself this week. Got to keep an eye on that. But let's start first of all, as we usually do, with the dollar euro, which is long term and medium term bearish for the dollar, but the market has been strengthening the dollar. And sure enough, it's been strengthening since the middle of April. So, and there's no change yet. But this trend seems well entrenched. The dollar should be bought again on a breakdown through 13.24. But bear in mind, the big picture is of massive support for the euro beneath the market, were this to go on further down at 112.13, 112.75. Look at the dollar sterling and note that we're right on a critical level here. This could be a bear rising wedge. A breakdown through this might suggest sterling goes off down against the dollar. Watch for that. Monthly close. We're coming up to the monthly close, 28th now. 3 days time. Just see where this closes here. Watch that carefully. Dollar yen. Well, famously we are bearish of the the yen. Here's the big triangle at the previous high. That has completed and is driving the dollar up above 170 against the euro, the yen. That is continuing even in the short term with over 170 this triangle. And short term we've also broken about 162.83. So short term it is also very bearish for the yen. That's it currencies wise. Stocks, well, the S&P 500 is a regular, good, solid bull market. It has, however, paused for some weeks beneath the previous high of 76.93. It doesn't want to come off in a hurry. Here's the bigger picture in the detailed chart, the daily chart. Stand back and wait for the market to trade either up through 76.89 in the September future or beneath 72.92. This sideways price action doesn't look that vulnerable to me. Nor is this sideways price action on top of the support at 62.09 in the Eurostoxx 50. So note the Eurostoxx has pushed up in the medium-term chart and has sitting on tremendous support there. Let's just look a bit closer. It's in the grip of this continuation head and shoulder. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's the sideways price action. And unless and until 61.42 was broken in the September futures, I would be relaxed and long. And to add on to longs, you will need a break above 64.62 in the September. FTSE is slightly different. It's looking perky. Driven by these large head and shoulders pattern, smaller one, possibly breaking up above this prior high. We want it through 109.44, but look at the short-term break above 107.65. That should send it on a bit further. So we are bullish in the FTSE, waiting for the others to break their levels before we add on. The Nikkei 225, having been very excitingly and remainingly exciting long and medium term, it has pulled back quite sharply. It is yet to break any important support. 59.420 is the critical support in the weekly chart. There's the possibility of a short-term top in the day chart, which would certainly test 59.420, and that would be an important test. We should watch for that. Just around 60,000. Watch for that, but stay long the FTSE, we think. Bonds, well, they're all going sideways in the short term, but important things are happening in the 10-year notes. We have a medium and long-term triangle completed, suggesting further on down in price terms, up in yield terms. Short term, we've been going sideways and it hasn't actually broken down. It's bounced slightly. Watch 108.26 in the price terms to see if the market breaks beneath that, pushing the market on down as per the intermediate weekly chart. The bunds have broken up through these resistances from these prior lows and now above the prior highs here, all of which is very bullish for yields. bearish for prices. Short term, there has been some pause. We've been going along sideways and it hasn't broken down yet through the critical level of 123.77 in the September futures of the Bund. It needs to do that to add on to shorts, longs of yield, shorts of prices. The gilt, we think, like the others, is long and medium term bearish of prices, bullish for yields. Triangle, sideways price action, broken down beneath the prior low 89.23. That is set to go down further down. But look for the sideways price action in the short-term chart suggests it's uncertain short-term. So stand back and wait for clarity. Oil, trading range 71 to 795. Some support here at 80 to 54. Otherwise stand back. Gold, we remain bears. Here's the bearish head and shoulders top, and we think it comes on down further from just about 4,000 to a minimum 3,000 or maybe lower. Thanks very much.